2nd and 10, back to throw. Tyron Smith locks the guy out. Right side of the end zone, Lamb. Hello, CD. Touchdown, CeeDee Lamb.
What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome to this week's episode of 1st and 10 presented by JCPenney. I'm Nicole Hutchison, and we got a special one for y'all today. We got the best wide receiver in the studio with me right now, CeeDee Lamb. CeeDee, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Hey, you should be good, though. A historic season so far for you. You're third most right now in the league for receiving touchdowns and receiving yards, but you broke Bob Hayes' record of most 100-yard receiving games in a player's first 4 seasons. You have the most, there's 1,000 receiving yards in a player's first 4 seasons as well. Just talk about what's been the difference for you this year.
Just continuing to work, just keeping a level head, most importantly, keeping my mental clear throughout all the goods and bads, ups and downs. I feel like the most important thing for us as players is, keeping a clear mind and ultimately playing free. And that's what I've been doing for my first 4 years. It's been fun, been a good ride. I'm trying to keep it going.
There were talks about you not being a true wide receiver one, but you've obviously proved everybody wrong. What went into that?
I took it as a challenge almost. I knew what I expected of myself, coming into the season. In the first 5 games, granted I didn't start as well, and neither did we as a team. And then, we used a bye week, and we took it as personal as possible. Coming off a week off, fresh week, just looking on bouncing back and taking every week.
Why was it so important to, because I feel like you've been doing this since college, and I feel like I mentioned that to you since college, since high school, terrorizing secondaries.
Mm-hmm.
Why was it so important for you to put that reminder back on display?
Just being impactful, showing how impactful I am to this game and showing how much I appreciate the game. And I feel like by doing that, it's just giving it all I have, putting my best foot forward and, doing all I can for my team and coming out victorious. And I feel like with that comes a lot of rewards, and that's just some of them.
This is year 2 of you being a true wide receiver one. What did you learn along the way?
Regardless, I have to be consistent. I have to be there for my team. And, at the end of the day, I'll be the bridge that, the guys can lean on or to get over that, hump. And I take it personal, just being excited about the job and not necessarily taking it as a big responsibility, because I've been playing this game for a while, my whole life, basically. And, just finding the fun in it, not so much of work and workload. Just being grateful that I'm out here taking every rep, every opportunity that I can, and playing fast.
Some people forget to somewhat have fun on the field, but you don't. Why is that also so important for you?
As soon as you stop having fun with it, that's when it becomes boring. It actually, you start looking at it as work. And granted, it is. You're physically doing the work, but mentally, you can put yourself in a happier place. And if you're not happier, on the field scoring touchdowns, then that's just your choice.
You wear the number 88, but you wanted the number 10 coming in to the Cowboys franchise, but Jerry Jones, of course, said, hey, no, we were giving you 88. But it's the number that the greats have worn, Des Bryant, Michael Irvin. What comes with the load and the pressure of wearing that number 88?
I feel like you've answered it. The load and the pressure, of course, it makes the jersey number much more appealing. And obviously the fans and the legacy of the number, the people that's worn it before me, the things that they've done in their careers, all the much success that they've had, and everything else that comes with it on and off the field, building relationships. Those are things that I didn't see when I was think about when I was coming in, And obviously Jerry had a bigger plan for me, and it's working out so far.
I mean, they were Hall of Fame guys, right?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. And they were special route runners, had speed. That's something that you carry. All the characteristics of what it takes to be a great wide receiver in this game. What are some keys to creating separation for you?
Just being aggressive, going with not being afraid of contact, not so much, and really just believing in yourself. I feel like everyone can, create space. You can get leverage, you can beat leverage, but it's all on, do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in yourself more than the guy that's guarding you? And that I do. Obviously I see myself working out day in and day out, so I know the work that I've put in.
I have to throw this out there. both from Houston, right?
Absolutely.
H-Town, hold it down.
Feel me?
But no, in high school at Foster, you were the guy, the star. And some numbers for you guys that are listening, Cowboys Nation. Just in your senior season, 2,032 receiving yards. That's the fourth highest in a single season receiving yards total in state history. 33 touchdown catches. That's the second highest in state history. What moment did you truly believe that you were going to be special?
After I would say fall camp of my freshman year, when I knew like the competition, just seeing the competition rise, and obviously coming out of high school, going right into college and being a freshman, trying to make a name for myself, just seeing how those guys worked, and I knew it was different. You know, I had to up my game more, obviously up the thinking, just basically gradually be better at everything overall in life. And I knew that I could make that adjustment personally for what I love, and that is football. I literally woke up and asked myself, like, do I really love this sport? Because fall camp was so tough.
Yeah.
And then it was a yes or no question. I could have stayed and sleep. I could have went back to sleep or got up and, you know, went to fall camp. And that I did, I got up.
Do you ever think back now and say, dang, I'm so glad I did that?
Absolutely, I do. Because there's plenty of times, obviously, when I wake up now, I still be tired, still have that feeling, but like, I remember feeling this way, and I remember what happened when I said yes. You know what I'm saying? So just being grateful, being thoughtful of myself, and you know, this is all gonna come full circle.
So kind of switch gears a little bit. Fashion is obviously big for you. You've been in Paris Fashion Week, Neiman Marcus shoots, you name it, you've done
Doing
it.
a couple things.
Where does the love and passion for fashion come from?
Just being much younger, I had a lot of clothes, right? But it was more so sport clothes, and I always had an eye for clothes, and I never necessarily knew what I wanted to do, or nor was I financially, you know, stable enough at the time when I was much younger to get anything I wanted, right? So it was just a lot of window shopping, you know, and I'm looking, I'm like, whoa, that's a nice piece, that's, you know what I'm saying? And then as I got older, and then in college, I started falling more for it, and I'm like, I wonder what these two pieces look like together, and then it just kind of grew, you know, it just.
So how do you, your day-to-day when you're picking out an outfit, how do you go about it? I mean, because some people are different. Like, you're just like,
absolutely.
I don't know where you want to start. How do you start?
It starts with a thought at first,
Okay.
of course. And then obviously the temperature of outside, what's the weather like? And then how am I feeling? Like, do I want to wear heavy clothes, or do I want to go comfortable and baggy? Or do I want to go, you know, tight, slim, business casual? But when I walk in my closet, I'm like, okay, what are we going to do?
Do you have a favorite look?
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
I feel like they all can be better, all of them. I have a couple looks that I've loved, don't get me wrong, but yeah.
All right, just drippy 24/7.
I try to be.
Try to be.
It's an effort.
All right. Now kind of switching gears. We're not going to talk about last week, just moving forward, turning the page to Miami. But now this is a road test that you guys have again against the Dolphins. How can you all perform better on the road?
Obviously, playing away, it's a lot, you know, a lot that's already against us. You know, not necessarily saying that the refs are with the home team, but just understanding that we're not going to get as much leniency as the home team, nor we're gonna have to outplay ourselves. You know, outplay the thought that we had to come into the game with. You know, obviously double down on the physicality, double down on the smarts, double down on making, you know, big plays. And I feel like we do that, we'll get it all handed out. But obviously this year we haven't been great on the road, but that can switch.
What did you all learn offensively that you guys can apply into Miami?
We got to start fast. Obviously those guys are track runners on the opposite side offensively, and defensively they have a nice couple guys, you know, in the DB room, D-line. They stand out, but come out here, be who we are, play our game, play fast, be efficient.
All right, now for the fun part. Final drive. Just gonna ask you, spitfire some fun questions. Go ahead and tell me your answer. All right, favorite fashion designer?
I can't do that. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. I can't answer that.
All right, what's a color you would not dye your hair?
I would not dye my hair. Like a real bright orange, I wouldn't do.
Bright orange.
Yeah, like not a honey blonde, but like an orange. Nah. No man. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, family Christmas tradition.
Obviously we have a gathering, food, and then we open gifts at 12.
Okay.
So
every year.
Every year.
Not like 12:02.
Everybody's impatient. Everybody, I have an impatient family.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Paris Fashion Week or Milan? I hope that's how you say it.
Oh,
I've never.
Milan.
Okay,
Yeah,
Milan.
you're right. I like Fashion Week. Paris.
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 All right. Favorite scent? I hear you like candles.
Yes, I love candles. So I like it's different, it varies. So I like all vanilla flavors, of course. And then like, also it's kind of like a, you know, the black candles. It's like midnight, all those, I don't know, they make
Like
the black.
lavender, maybe?
It's not really necessarily lavender, but I don't know. But I get a lot of black candles. Like they're literally, I don't know the scent. I'll give you an answer.
All right.
I don't know about that.
Your favorite Bible verse or motto that you live by?
My favorite Bible verse is Isaiah 12:2. He said, God is my strength, he's my defense, he's also my salvation. It says a lot more,
Okay.
but
That's
to sum it up,
Yes.
that's what it says.
A favorite piece of advice that you've gotten from your grandmother?
Mind, body, and soul. She tells me to always, control that.
Yeah.
And when you control that, you're gonna continue to be who you are and not necessarily step out the box. So shout out Grams.
Shout out Grams. Favorite thing you do after a game when you get home?
Chill. First
knew
of
that was
all,
coming.
it was chill and let my dogs out. My dogs be so excited to have no idea what their dad just did,
Yeah.
but they just love me unconditionally, so it's probably the best thing I look forward to.
And favorite memory with your mom?
Favorite memory with my mom. Oh man, me and my mom are like this, first of all. Shout out my mom. I feel like, obviously just making her happy on her birthday, I would say 2021. 2 years ago, just renting out a little spot for her and then giving her having all the family there.
Yeah.
And I gave her a nice gift. It was fun. She felt like a queen that day.
Oh,
As she should, rightfully
as she
so.
should, as she should.
5 boys is crazy.
5 boys?
We'll get into it later, but she has 5 boys.
Now a superpower. If you had a superpower today, what would you choose?
Teleportation.
Why?
Because I want to be able to wake up 2 minutes before,
Okay.
boom, I'm here.
I love it. I love it. Well, CeeDee, thank you so much. I appreciate you. That is a wrap for
I
First and
appreciate you.
10, presented by JCPenney. We'll see you next week.